was broke, tell them battle, battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this me go right in for it. 53, I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try luck. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen his head squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked. Boy, I got a bump, we ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump, fun. Boy, I got a bump, we ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump, fun. One in a million. All right now. Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the sideline and incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. The Cardinals hit 9-3 here on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful.
Touchdown, Cardinals! James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Stroud. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And Stroud now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete. If you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Now Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Was certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
To throw is Murray. Quick toss to Knox. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right.
And it is caught downfield by Harrison.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Swim.
Here's Murray.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now Cook running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Murray now. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How do you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the set, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Stroud from his own end zone.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. On play action, it's Murray. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And outbounds right around the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Cook will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Stroud working out of the gun. That's complete. Roma-Dunze.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because of...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Cook.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Cook with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And that will be incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Returnable now for Allen. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. From the gun, Murray. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they...
And this is going to be intercepted. Breaks a tackle.
And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
139 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Shotgun now for Murray. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Shit.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
There's a short one caught by Ryman.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. And they get him down at the 1.
He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Going. One, hit. Hey.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud out of the gun here. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part.
And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with...
There he goes, left side. He may go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Stroud. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner.
Now I'm gonna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black. Designers say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip.